Hello students, here I am going to present some Python fundamentals of the chapter 7 from the class 11th. My topic is the basic of Python language. So basically you all are well aware about the many programming language. So one of the most popular language is a Python programming language. So here I make some slides over it. Let's begin with the topic. Firstly, we know about the why we need the programming language. Programming language is a collection of rules that command a computer, device, applications to work accordingly to the written codes. So computer can execute tasks very rapidly. They can handle a greater amount of input data than you can. But they cannot design a strategy to solve for a problem. It means programming is used to automate, maintain, assemble, measure, and interpret the processing of the data and information. We need a one programming language to communicate with computer to solve this problem. So come to the next point. You are heard about a many programming language. So why we choose a Python language? Python has a simple syntax. Python are clear and easy to read. At the same time, Python provides powerful programming feature and is widely used. So Python is an easy to learn yet powerful object oriented programming language. Many companies and organizations that use Python include YouTube, Google, Yahoo, and NASA. Python is well supported and freely available at www.python.org. So Python language is freely available along with its source code, and also you can easily downloaded your Python distribution from this site. So now a question arises, who developed the Python? So Guido van Rossum named is the creator of the Python programming language, first released in the early 1990s. Its name comes from a 1970s British comedy sketch television show called Monty Python's Flying Circus. So the name goes up Python language from this comedy sketch. Now we know about the Python language. So Python is an example of high level language. Other high level languages you might have heard of are C, C++, Perl and Java. So you know about many high level languages. The Python is a compact and very easy to use object oriented language with very simple syntax rules. There are also a low level languages sometimes referred to as machine language or assembly language. So firstly we know about the low level language. So low level language is a programming language that provide little or no abstraction of programming concept and is very close to the actual machine instructions. So computer can only run programs written in low level languages. So programs written in a high level language have to be processed before they can run. This extra processing takes some time, which is a small disadvantage of high level language. It means if you convert your high level language code into the machine language code, so it takes a little bit extra time for conversion. So this is a small disadvantage of high level language. So here is a two kind of program translator to convert from high level language into low level language. So we have a two translator. First is a interpreter and second is a compiler. An interpreter process the program a little at a time, alternately reading lines and performing computation. For example, firstly you write your source code in a program that interpret reads the code immediately and execute the code. After that it gives the output on the screen at a little time. So interpreter basically works as a translator to convert from high level language into low level language. So Python is considered as an interpreter language because Python programs are executed by an interpreter. There are two ways to use the interpreter. So firstly we know about the interpreter language. It makes Python an easy to debug language and suitable for beginners to advanced user. Because Python programs are executed by an interpreter, so there are two ways to use interpreter. First is an interactive mode and second one is a script mode. So interactive mode, basically you type Python program and the interpreter display the results. As well as interpreter mode of the working means you type the command one command at a time and the Python execute the given command there and gives you output. The shell prompt is the prompt the interpreter uses indicate that it is ready. If you type 1 plus 1, the interpreter replies 2. So basically shell prompt क्या है? You type the command in front of Python commands prompt. Next point is a script mode. So script mode, alternatively you can store code in a file and use the interpreter to execute the contents of the file, which is called a script. It means what if you want to save all the commands in the form of program file and want to see all output lines together. This is possible in the script mode. By convention, Python script have names that end with .py. The Python program has a .py extension. We give the name of our program. For example, if you rename your program, then you can give your program name which is a hello.py. So this is a valid program name. Working in interactive mode is convenient for testing small pieces of code because you can type and execute them immediately. The Python program, you can execute your code as well as you type the code. But for the anything more than a few lines, you should save your code as a script so you can modify and execute it in the future. If you want to modify and update your code in the future, then when you need it, then you can do with it yourself. Here is the next topic is a tokens in Pythons. Firstly, we know about the what is a token. So tokens is basically small individual unit in a program. We have a 5 types of a tokens. First is a identifier, second is a keyword, third one is a literals, fourth one is a operators and fifth one is a punctuators. Let us describe in a briefly. First is a what is an identifier. An identifier is a sequence of one or more characters used to name a given program element. It means identifiers are the fundamentals building block of a program and are used as a general terminology for the names given to the different part of the program. For example, variables, objects, classes, functions, list, etc. These are the identifiers. So identifier forming rules of Python, which is an identifier may contain letters and digits but cannot begin with a digit. The special underscore characters can also be used. So these are the rules basically of the identifier. Next term is a keyword. The keyword is an identifier that has a predefined meaning in a programming language. It means keywords are the words that convey a special meaning to the language compiler, interpreter. These are the reserved for the special purpose. For example, if you write and is equals to 10, so it goes a syntax error because and is our special word and which is not used as an identifier. So keyword cannot be used as a regular identifiers. Doing so will result in a syntax error which is given below. Next topic is a literals. A literal is also a part of token. A literal is a sequence of one or more characters that stands for itself. So literals are offered to as a constant value in which the data items that have a fixed value. Python allows several types of the literals. First is a string literals, numeric literals, boolean literals, and special literals, which is a none. About these types, we learn about in the next class. Next is an operator. Operator is also a type of token. So operator are tokens that trigger some computation action applied to variables and other object in an expression. For example, if we add two integer numbers, then you can use the add operation between your integer numbers. So we have a many types of operators. First is an arithmetic operator, logical operator, boolean operators, and we have a many more type of operators which we discuss in the next class. The last one is a punctuators. A punctuators are symbols that are used in programming language to organize sentence structure and indicate the rhythm and emphasis of expression, statements, and program structures, which are the symbols that are used in programming language to organize sentence structures. Most common punctuators is, for example, hash, dollar sign, at the rate, and so on. These are the punctuators. So let us summarize the points what we discuss in the session. We come to know about first one is a need of programming language, then we talk about the about Python language, and after that tokens in Python. I hope you have understand this topic very clear. Thank you.